love bugs. So today is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing. I pulled out my brand new Natasha Denona Lila palette. Oh, this palette is everything. It's beyond amazing. If you're interested to see what I think about Natasha Denona palettes, I do have a few reviews. I have a review on the 5-pan palette, on the Star palette, on the Sunset palette, and now I have this guy. I do think that the quality is consistent to what I've come to expect from Natasha Denona. The mattes are very blendable and nice, and the shimmers are just out of this world. Like, oh, so good! You guys know how much I love purple, and not only does it just have a bunch of purples in it, but it has really beautiful warm tones, neutral tones, and cool tones. This palette has quickly become my favorite. I know that's kind of an intense statement for somebody who has a lot of palettes, but it's my heart. So I used some duochrome, I used mattes, I used a bright underneath the lower lash line. I did a extended wing with the inner corner. So I hope that you enjoy. If you do and you're new, go ahead and subscribe, join my Cake Face family. We would love to have you. If you're returning, thank you for coming back, and let's go ahead and get this started. I already primed my eyelids using my Smashbox eye primer in the shade Light, and I have left a little bit of my eyeliner on. I had makeup on before, and I'm gonna just take my finger and go into Dragon Bite. Ugh, I'm obsessed with this shade. I swear Natasha Denona's duochromes are the bomb. So I'm just patting this all over the lid and feathering it out along the edges. I'm going into Viola, this shade here. I'm putting that on the lower lash line. This look is super easy. You really don't have to be too finicky. I'm going to flick it outwards, kind of starting along that wing that we're going to create. And then I'm going to take Viola, bring it into the outer corner. And with a fluffy brush, this one's from Morphe, I'm just going to blend. And then I took an even fluffier brush and just finishing blending. Since we haven't done the face makeup, we can be messy because we can clean it up. Kind of feel like we could use a deeper shade on the outer corner, so I'm gonna take this guy, Lila, with our fluffy brush, and I'm gonna very lightly sweep that into the outer corner. My Milani Supreme Cold Kajal eyeliner, and just refresh my waterline. And then now for our wings. So I'm going to take my Kat Von D liquid liner, and it's not going to turn out super dark and black like I like, so then I'll go over it with my Milani. Let's do this. Okay, and then I'm just taking it into the inner corner. Again, nobody has time to be too finicky. You just want to make sure you look at it from a few different angles to make sure it's looking fly. I'm just going over the bulk of it with my Milani Supreme Kajal to make it nice and dark. And then with our handy little wipe, I'm going to clean up really just want to make sure that point is nice and pointed. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Okay, well, that wasn't too painful, was it? We're gonna throw on some mascara and finish the rest of the face. Before I move on to the rest of the face, I want to add a little extra sparkle in the inner corner. So I'm taking a little angled brush, going into this icy violet shade. It's called Juno. I'm going to put that right underneath the inner corner wing and extend that into the lower lash line. Just going to give the look a little extra pop. Now for the rest of the face. Oh, I already put on primer, my Smashbox Primerizer primer. And for foundation, I'm going to use my Milani foundation. I'm actually going to mix this shade, which is the number 0 with the number 1. I'm just going to put a little bit of the number 1 just to give it a little bit more of a yellow undertone. I think it'll match me a little bit better. I'm using my Sephora Core Diffuser brush 95. For concealer, I'm going to take this little cutie, the Vanilla Soft Matte Concealer from NARS. And we're going to be extra careful around the eyes. I don't know if you noticed, but I avoided getting near the eyes with my foundation and brush. I want to allow that purple to still show through, but I'm going to clean up the wing and then hide all the dark circles that I've got. Using this to blend that lower edge of the concealer with the foundation. And then for the upper edge, the concealer with the eyeshadow, I'm going to go back in with my little pencil brush that we used and go over that. It might require a little back and forth between the concealer brush and the eyeshadow brush. But just be patient. You could alternatively wait to do the lower lash line at the end, like after you've done your foundation, but I don't know, I just didn't want any fallout. I don't mind if my look is a little messy, but not fallout messy, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, and then for blush and highlight, I'm gonna pull out some old favorites. For blush, my MAC Cream blush in, I can never say this, it's from the Chris Chang collection. I know it's probably not available anymore, but any sort of cool toned blush. And since I have dry skin, I tend to really like cream products. So I'm just going to use that brush I used for my foundation. It's my favorite for cream blushes. And I'm just going to tap this on top. How pretty is that? And then for an old favorite for highlighter, my Monster highlight from ColourPop. I'm going to use that same brush again. Oh, it's so pretty. It's an iridescent pink purple highlight. And then I'm going to set my concealer and everything with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. And then for bronzer, I'm taking my Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze and going for it. And for final touch, I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. You guys knew this was coming. Pat that right where my pores are large. I'm going to use my favorite duo, the MAC Fix Plus with the Skindinavia Setting Spray. I'm sorry to be boring you guys and wear the same lipstick I have been wearing in my past videos, but what better lipstick is there for this look? I think we have to go with Dale. So I'm going to take NARS lip liner in El Agua. NARS Audacious Dale. Okay beauties, so this is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't leave without subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.